The Airbus A380. The Airbus A380 is the large, wide-body airliner that was developed and produced by Airbus. It is the world's largest passenger airliner and only full-length double-decker jet airliner. Airbus studies started in 1980 and the project was announced in 1990 to challenge the dominance of the Boeing 747. In the long-haul market, they then designed X3XX project was presented in 1994. Airbus launched the 9.5 billion, or pounds or whatever that symbol is, 10.7 billion US dollars. A380 program on the 9th of December 2000. The first prototype was unveiled in Toulouse on 18th of January 2005. Made its first flight on the 27th of April 2005. It then obtained its certificate from the European Aviation Safety Agency, EASA, and the US Federal Aviation Administration, FAA, on the 12th of December 2006. Due to difficulties with the electric winds, the initial project was delayed by 2 years and the development costs almost doubled. It was first delivered to Singapore Airlines on the 15th of October 2007 and entered service on the 25th of October 2007. So the most common company who use the A380 are Emirates Airlines, they are the ones who use it the most. And then British Airways, Air France, Qatar, Lithuania also use the Airbus A380. But you said, name me a plane company that uses the A380. Most people would say Emirates, and you can see Emirates in the corner down there, and the British Airways one on the other side. Moving on. So now you've got the AN225. So another plane, but it's a bit different than the A380. Well, because this one, instead of being a passenger plane, this is a cargo plane. With a maximum takeoff weight of 640 tons, 705 short tons, the AN225 had several records, including heaviest aircraft ever built and the largest wingspan of any aircraft in operational service. It was commonly used to transport objects once through impossible to move by air, such as 130-ton generators, wind turbine blades, and diesel locomotives. Additionally, both Chinese and Russian officials have announced separate planes to adapt the AN225 for their use in respective space programs. The Mariah routinely attracted a high degree of public interest, attending a global following due to its size and uniqueness. The only completed AN225 was destroyed in the Battle of Antonino Airport during the 2022 Russian invasion on Ukraine on the 20th of May 2022. Ukraine President Volodymyr Zelensky announced plans to complete the second AN225 to replace the destroyed aircraft. Antonino announced plans to rebuild the destroyed aircraft in November 2022. And there you have it. So that's the biggest plane in the world, that is. Well, it's not the biggest plane in the world, but it's the biggest cargo plane in the world. Because obviously in the YouTube short, you've got the Stratolaunch, which is the biggest plane in the world. Right, moving on. Well, guys, welcome back to Famous Facts. Today's video is about the world's biggest objects, so planes and some other stuff. Make sure you hit subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss a new video when it comes out. I know it says Haunted History up there at the moment, and I said Famous Facts. That's because we're changing the channel from being about history and haunted places to famous people and facts. Graves and history and hauntedness will all still be enrolled in the channel, but we also want to start including facts in the channel as well now. So it's going to be called Famous Facts from now on. Okay, so yeah, that's why it says Haunted History up there, because it used to be called that, but we're changing the name after 7 days when YouTube will allow me to change its name. Okay, let's go on with some more world's biggest objects. Now, the world's biggest cruise ship that's probably everyone's heard of is the Wonder of the Seas. The Wonder of the Seas is the flagship of the Royal Caribbean International. She was completed in 2022 in the Carteries d'Alenca shipyard in Saint-Nazaire, France. The fifth in the Royal Caribbean Associates class of cruise ships. At 236,857 feet GT, she's the largest cruise ship in the world by gross tons, surpassing her sister ship Imperial of the Seas, also owned by the Royal Caribbean International. So the design and the description design. Wonder of the Seas measures 1,188 feet, 362 meters in length, has a gross tongue of 236,857 across 18 decks. The ship accommodates 5,734 passengers, a double capacity and up to maximum capacity of 6,988 passengers, as well as 2,300 crew. There were 16 decks for guests, uses 20 restaurants, 4 pools, and 2,867 cabins. Wonder of the Seas has 8 different neighbourhoods, including an all-new suite neighbourhood. Facilities include a children's water park, a children's playground, a full-size basketball court that I would be on, an ice skating rink, a surf simulator, a zip line that is 10 decks high, a 1,400-seat theatre, an outdoor aquatic theatre with 30-foot 9.1 high platform and 2 33-foot 30-metre rock climbing wall. And that's what the Wonder of the Seas looks like. So it does have a lot to do on board ships, as cruise ships do, because you're going to be on them for quite a while. You want stuff to be entertained. Which is why I would say, if you are planning on travelling, I'll go by cruise. Next is the tallest building in the world, the Burj Khalifa. So I'm not going to read the Burj Khalifa, because it's a bit Arabic and stuff like that, but I'll just say it's a skyscraper in Dubai, in the United Arab Emirates. It's the tallest building in the world as of... So if you want to pause the video, you can. And you can read this and then play to join. But I'm not going to read this. I'm going to move on to the next one. Now this is a really good one that if I had the money, I would buy. It's the American Dream. So the American Dream is I don't know if it's the tallest car, but it's the longest car in the world. The Guinness Book of World Records has recognised the American Dream, a customised limo, as the world's longest car. The limo was restored from the parts of the original record-breaking vehicle. The recognition has been awarded to Michael DeZero in Orlando on the 1st of March. The length of the car is 30.45 metres, 100 feet. The car was originally customised by Enter-Car customer J. Oxberg in 1986. Back then it measured 18.28 metres, 60 feet, and featured 26 wheels. It was powered by the pair of V8 engines at the front and rear. The limo was later extended to 30.5 metres by Oxberg. The length for the car is mostly used between 3.6 to 4.2 metres, 12 to 16 feet. The limo has broken its own Guinness World Record for being the world's longest car. Auto exhaustives believe the 12 smart-footed car parked as a single fine line will be shorter than the American Dream Super Limo. The credit for rebuilding the car is shared by Michael DeZero and Michael Manning. So the features of the world's longest car. The car can be driven from both ends. It can also be operated as a rigged vehicle. The original car was based on the 1979 Cadillac Eldorado limousines. The American Dream offers a truly luxury experience for riders. It comes with a large waterbed, a swimming pool, a diving pool, a jacuzzi, a bathtub, a mini golf course, and even a helipad. It can accommodate as many as 75 passengers. The helipad can carry a weight of 5,000 pounds, and that's not all. The car also has boots, several television sets, a refrigerator, and a telephone. I don't know why a telephone's so good, but it is, and it has one. So you can see, obviously, that's your pool there, and then that there would be where your helicopter would land. And if you can see in that one, I'm not sure you can see very well, but you can see that yellow thing on the back of it, that's actually a helicopter that's landed on it. Okay, next one. So the final one is the Otteria pizza. So the Otteria pizza is the world's largest pizza, or world's it's probably been eaten now. Roman chefs led by Dr. Shrug Group has created Otteria, the world's largest gluten-free pizza. It took over 48 continuous hours to make, measures 131 feet in diameter, used more than 9 tons of gluten-free flour and set a new Guinness World Record. It was made to create awareness for celiac disease and gluten sensitivity issues. The world's largest deliverable pizza, which was inside the world's largest pizza box. Here on Hungerford Post, the pizza was large. It could feed 70 people. But the key word there is deliverable. In order for a pizza to be deliverable, the limit of the size it can be obviously the delicious looking, mouth-watering, and it's gluten-free. According to Guinness World Records, about a week ago, the record pizza man of MP Food Enterprise, John Handed, attempted to create the world's largest pizza, which was named Otteria. As he succeeded in the experiment, these men held the world record for the world's largest pizza once before, then they lost it, and now this pizza chef's team has reclaimed his and their title. But that's all of the facts I've got for you guys today about think it's 6 of the most famous and largest places in the world. So make sure you do. I hope you have enjoyed, by the way. So make sure you subscribe and hit the bell so we can try and get to 100 subscribers, then 1,000, then 10,000, then 100,000, and maybe even one day 1,000,000. So make sure it will be called Famous Fox in 7 days, remember. If you want to go underneath this video and click subscribe, that would really help me out. I'll really appreciate it. Click that big red button so it goes great, and hit the bell so it goes ding. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.